we want to trade this name. Tim Bigham, option strategist at Buy Alerts, taking a look at this name. Clearly a big loser off the highs, loser for 2025. How would you go about an example trade, especially now that we have earnings approaching?
Yeah, absolutely. And this thing has been beaten up so badly and has been kind of vilified so much. I think it's almost looking good from my contrarian standpoint. Certainly that 220 level has held now 3 times, getting a nice bounce today pre-earnings as well. So I'm just kind of using, the expected move range and a slightly bullish post-earnings maybe pop here to position guardedly bullish with a call calendar spread, just going out buying next week's 265 calls, selling this week's 265 calls, able to sell about 125 IV this week, very elevated as always, but especially this week into earnings, and then hedge with a much lower around 90 IV. So nice term structure vol edge, paying a little bit over $2 for that trade. And I think it's more important really what comes out in that kind of, live press conference, if you will, post earnings than anything else. Earnings will probably be, somewhat abysmal once again here. It's more about, the look forward. What will must roll be, I think, is the critical factor here. If he hints that he's stepping away quickly from, the White House and Doge and everything, I think you'll see a relief rally in the stock. I'm just looking for the stock to go back towards where it was not too long ago, that 20-day moving average around 265 here. So also fits in with the expected market maker kind of move range on earnings of about 8.5%.
Okay, and thank you for that. Look, you don't really have high hopes for those earnings, it seems. I can sense that, that's for sure. We will see what happens here. I mean, the stock is higher today, but the whole market's higher today. How about the big picture? I mean, how do you feel about the market right now, whether it's the Mag 7 or the entire, I was looking, the S&P 500 worst month since 2022.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, the Mag 7's recently turned into the Drag 7, right, as they've been the big underperformers. And there's no more $3 trillion market cap stocks out there. Not too long ago, we had 3 of them as well. So I think we'll continue to just kind of chop around in this trading range, to use big round numbers. 5,000 to the downside on the S&P 500, 5,500 still looking like some serious overhead resistance. So you'll still see intraday volatility, but that I think will come in as well as we get through earnings and into more of kind of, where do the tariffs ultimately end up here. So I think it's a great time to be really selling out of the money, iron condors here, selling out of the money call spreads and put spreads both to kind of position for, that big range, no change, get that money for nothing kind of trade, get paid for it.
All right. It's great to see you. Thank you, Tim, so much. Tim Bigham, option strategist, Buy Alerts. Appreciate it.